Good morning. Welcome to Just for Today. I'm Lisa Kaye with Promise Resource Network. We'll give a few couple of seconds or so to see if we have anybody out there up and at 'em this Monday morning, July 19th. It is a lot darker this morning than it has been. It's raining. I don't hear the rain too hard, but it is threatening to rain, heavy rains on and off today. So if you're up and trying to get ready for work, please take that into account. So, but it's Monday. It was a beautiful weekend. Um, and I hope everybody had a great restful weekend and got to spend time with friends and family. And we're gonna get our week started off with a bang. It's the summer, dog days of summer, typical summer that we're used to. One minute it's blazing hot, you can't breathe for the humidity. Last night I was sitting outside and it felt like it was in like the low 70s, and it was just almost felt like I needed a little light jacket. And so today is going to be stormy. Then the rest of the week, I know we're going to get back in the 90s. So here we are. Isn't that the way our life is? Um, and I think being prepared for these days is sometimes almost impossible. What we do the best we can, we dress in layers and we take into account the weather, and we do the best we can with it. And so for just for today, that's kind of what our theme is today. During these hot, cooler, stormy, rain, no rain for days, flowers and grass dying, and then we get torrential downpours where our gullies overfill, the can't handle, um, the ditches can't handle all the water, and so, the drains and all that can't keep up, and it kinda like us sometimes, we're just all over the place with our own personal weather. Well, I'm here today to shed some light on that for you and in our time together. And this is just for today. And the things that I'm going to bring to you on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays are just that, things for you to consider just for that day. This today is all we have. This just for today comes from the rooms, as we call in recovery, Al-Anon, AANA. And this was a phrase that I used during my recovery and throughout my life so far, and will continue, I believe. Just for today, I can do something. I might can't stand the thought of doing it for a lifetime or for a week or for a month, but for today, I might try this to see if it was helpful. It may just be helpful. And I'm hoping today what I'm going to bring to you will be very helpful. Um, like I said, our time in life, and it seems like Mondays for me are just kind of a big storm anyway. Um, Rolling out of a weekend, you could maybe rolling into your week with a lot of thunder and lightning, and then you might be rolling in your week with a very weak front, lightly raining, with a not a lot of impact, or can't talk like me this morning. More coffee, please. So no matter what kind of storm you're feeling today, what kind of weather you are today, rolling into your Monday is an important time. Monday is Monday, and it's the first of our work week. Yesterday was Sunday that officially starts our week, a day of rest, a day of gathering for some of us. Sometimes we play catch up on Sunday and we roll into our Mondays like wildfire, like a California wildfire. We come in and we're blazing. We got a to-do list. We know exactly what we're going to do. And then all these little things keep popping in our way. And we just roll right over them. We burn them up and we just keep going, right? We got our sights set on what has to happen today. And then sometimes we roll into our Mondays. We tiptoe in like little raindrops, just a little tiny mist of rain, hoping not to be seen or heard. We just maybe did too much this weekend and are tired, or we are worried or have things going on, and we would really rather not engage, not be a full rain coming down in our work week, our Monday start of the week, but just a little sprinkle, just easy in, right? And then some of us just can be tornadoes. We can be any kind of weather. It's kind of like right now, right? Hurricanes. We can kind of think about who you are today on a Monday morning rolling into your work week. So I'm going to give you some things this morning to consider just for today, no matter where you are in your stormy summer weather, how you're going to roll into work this morning. For me, I was very indecisive this morning. I had what I wanted to bring to you this morning and then changed my mind. Isn't that like a forecast where they said it's going to be rain, this morning, and all of a sudden it changes its mind and it doesn't rain, or that they say it's not going to rain and we dress accordingly and it rains. It changed its mind. Well, that was the kind of the deal I was in. And it was pretty awesome because one of the readings I'm going to bring to you today justified that it is okay to change your mind, that you have to trust your gut, you have to trust your higher power, that sometimes we change our mind because there is a reason that we may not see in the beginning, but as our day rolls out, it's okay. And I think that's the kind of day I'm going to have today, because that's how I was. But I found it and made me feel better. So I'm going to bring that to you today because today might be a little stormy because it's Monday. Um, we you might be a person that bases your day on the weather. I don't know. Or maybe the folks around you do. Well, right now it's pretty dark. Usually about this time, when we're doing just for today in the mornings, the sun's coming up and I can start to see outside my windows. Well, it's dark, so that means it's raining. So not kind of a gloomy start to our Monday. But we're going to give you something to think about this morning as you are looking at the weather, also trying to figure out who you are as far as the weather and how you're going to roll out your day. Because as you watch the news today, you'll see that you may not like what the weatherman's going to say. And you might have got up this morning not really liking what your internal weather person spirit, your weather spirit, was saying to you today, right? Well, we're going to change that, I hope, this morning with some things that you can change your mind. It's perfectly okay to change your mind in midstream. It really is. And we're going to read about that and we're going to chop it up this morning about that. And the other thing is leaving things undone. You have a to-do list, most likely. If you're like me, especially on the beginning of a work week, you got that list and you're going to check it off and you're going to get it done today. It's Monday, and you think that Monday it will set the tone for the rest of your week. I'm going to give you something to think about around putting that much power into the first day of your work week, or thinking that this to-do list is the list from the heavens above. And if everything's not checked off of it, you are not having a good day. That it is okay to leave things undone. We're going to talk about that this morning. Kind of thinking a little bit reverse about how we set ourselves up in the beginning of the week, especially. And a lot of times it sets us up for failure, and it sets us up to be disappointed in ourselves. And I don't want you to be disappointed this week. I want you to try something new. I know I am. Both of these things came to me this morning, and it was definitely different from what I was going to bring. And it's okay to change your mind midstream. There is a purpose. So I'm trusting this morning that my higher power changed my mind, stopped me in my tracks this morning, and had me do a little bit of side research on some stuff, a little different reading, and this is what I got for you. So we're just going to be reading this morning from The Courage to Change. I just like to remind everybody, especially if you come on later this morning or you watch much later today as it is recorded, that I'm a person in recovery of many things, but one of the things, the biggest things that I had to work on in my life is I am on the family side of the disease of addiction. Um, Addiction is a family disease, and to deny that for a mom, a dad, brother, sister, or anybody in that inner circle to deny that your life is not completely turned upside down and unmanageable, um, you are in denial. And so I lived for many years in this bondage of this addiction. And it took me down many dark roads. I lost many days that I can't even remember, sleep and worry. And my life become very unmanageable. So I found my recovery started. I worked for a great agency, Promise Resource, and my coworkers gave me a lot of great life knowledge through their own lived experience, some things to try. And I tried Al-Anon, and so I never regretted it. My baby took me to the rooms because of his fight for his life with this disease, but he is not why I stay. And I stay for me because here's the deal. I can only work on me. And I decided 6 years ago that I wanted to be 100% for me. So as a mom, as a friend, a coworker, a daughter, whenever I show up, I want to give 100%, right? I want to give 100%. And I wasn't giving 50%. A lot of times it was 20%, because I was so enmeshed in the chaotic world of addiction and this disease. And so when I embraced the fact and I learned about the disease and I learned how to love my person, the first thing I had to learn is love me. And so that's where I found my recovery, and I learned all kind of great things, not so wonderful things about Lisa. And so I've worked on those. I continue to work on those. It's a lifetime journey. And those of you, moms and dads, um, whoever, grandmothers, grandfathers who have lived this life know what it feels like to have the person that you love with everything in your being, your person, your child. That I keep saying, we always say, let's give a bullet. We take a bullet for our person, but will you go live for your person? Will you go be 100% or as close as you can? Will you go be the best person you can be for your loved ones? We're really quick to say, I take a bullet, I die for you. But will you live for me? Will you go work on you and be happy? Can I trust that you will live the life you've been put to live? That really is the hardest part. When you die, it's over with. Living is tough. It's tough. Tough when we carry all the things that we carry. So for today, we're going to try to lighten that load up this morning. I'm going to give you some things to think about that hopefully as you start this morning, you can let them go and roll into your Monday, in a beautiful type of storm where your rain is soft, your rain is warm, and your rain is beautiful, that you have rainbows in the back of your rain, not rolling in with a hurricane and chaotic and all over the place, wreaking havoc all over the office or the community, wherever you work this morning, because you are not prepared for the day, or you've had a wild, unpredictable weekend, or whatever the case is. Let's just woo-saw this morning, bring it down, and I'm going to bring you some things to think about, even if it's just for today. So here we go. Just for the, we're just going to stay in the courage to change this morning, because that's where all the really nuggets were. So I felt like my life was on hold. I wanted change. I expected it. I even tried to make it happen. When it was not within my power to make any of the changes I wanted, I was frustrated. I'm an action taker, so I feel better when I'm busy and industrious. There's a time to act, but in the rooms in AA, NA, and Al-Anon, and some of our other self-supportive, self-help groups, we learned that there is also a time not to act. Mm-hmm. Don't just do something, sit there. I mean, just don't do anything. Sometimes you just have to sit there. So let's read on. How often I still find myself impatient with the pace of life. But today, when things don't happen according to my schedule, I can accept that there may be a reason, and I can learn to adjust to what is. I may be experiencing great change on the inside, even though I see little evidence on the outside. I can keep in mind that waiting time doesn't have to mean wasted time. Even times of stillness have lessons to teach us. The invitation to live life fully is offered to me each day. I can accept the pace of change today, knowing it will bring both times of active involvement and periods of quiet waiting. I will let the surprises of the day open up before me. Beside the noble art of getting things done, there is the noble art of leaving things undone. Really? The wisdom of life consists in the elimination of non essentials. Yeah, non essentials. So I'm going to read that one little part once again. Besides the noble art of getting things done, it's Monday. We got to get things done, right? We got to roll out the week. We got to let people know who we are, what we're about. We're going to get the thing done. We're going to be whatever. We're going to roll in like a hurricane. But let's just for today, let's consider on this weird, wet, unpredictable Monday, let's consider something different. Besides the noble art of getting things done, there's the noble art of leaving things undone. The wisdom of life consists in the elimination of non essentials. So, what are those non essentials for you this Monday morning? Right? What are they? I don't know what they are, only you do. I started thinking about what my non essentials are. What are some things that I can leave undone today that kind of takes some of the pressure off of this Monday stormy morning, right? What are those things, right? So it's just letting yourself just breathe a little bit, letting yourself know that it's okay to let some things undone. Maybe you don't make your bed up this morning. I don't know. Maybe you don't wash your breakfast dishes. Maybe you don't, spend all that time fixing your hair this morning when you know that it's wet outside. You just pull it up or whatever. Maybe it's just being quiet today. Maybe it's not being so hard on the folks you work with or your family. I don't know. But what are the non-essentials today that can ease up and just kind of go undone today to practice that not everything has to be checked off of your to-do list? Okay. All right. The next thing we're going to read is you can change your mind today. For me, I love to, especially on a Monday, roll in like the beginning of the work week, the end of the work week. I want to roll in like a hurricane, get all these things done, make an impact in our community for recovery. And on Fridays, we want to put the icing on the cake. We want it to be sweet, complete, feel like everything has just made full circle. And the folks that we were supporting on Monday got the love and their needs met by Friday, at least by Friday, right? That's not always the case. That is not always the case. And we come in with a plan, and sometimes we're not willing to adjust that plan. And we feel like everything's written in stone. But we're going to challenge that this morning. So listen up, guys. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I thought I had my page, but I didn't. Here we go. It is okay to change your mind today. We're going to do some of that today. Let's think about it. How often have I dreamed I longed to pursue? How often have I had a dream I longed to pursue, but quit before I started because it seemed too enormous a task to attempt? Going back to school, moving, taking a trip, changing jobs, all these and many other goals can seem overwhelming at first. So in my recovery and in my walk in Al-Anon and in the rooms, we have a slogan that reminds us to keep it simple. Instead of approaching the task as a whole, I can simplify it by taking only one step at a time. I can gather information and do nothing more. Then, when I'm ready, I can take the project further. That takes some of the pressure off having to know all the right answers and solve every problem that may arise before I've even begun. I am also free to try something and then change my mind. I do not have to make a lifetime commitment before I even know whether or not my goal is desirable. My plans may involve many actions and many risks, but I didn't have to tackle them all today. I can take my time and move step by step at my own pace. By focusing on one thing at a time, the impossible can become likely if I keep it simple. With the help of your programs, your groups, no matter what they are, just sharing and supporting each other, and with your higher power, you're capable of many things I cannot even have considered before. I may even be capable of pursuing my heart's desire. All glory comes from daring to begin. So for today, we can think about changing our minds. We can think about stopping midstream. We can think about, but that's part of the process. For me, the act of getting things ready for Monday, getting things ready for the beginning of the week, they seem to be set in stone. And sometimes I'm not willing to adjust, to consider that it's the process, it's the changes within my to do list and the things that my higher power puts in front of me that's actually the purpose of the day. That it's okay to be wrong about my direction. It's okay to put myself in a position to say, well, we were going to do this, but in light of things that have been brought to my attention or how I kind of view the moment, we're going to change it up. We're going to be flexible. Or we're just not going to do this today. We're going to put this on the shelf. We're going to move on, right? It's within that process, it's within the change that we see where we are in our recovery, how quick we're able to stop, be quiet, look around us to see where the message is. And often we get so chaotic and busy in our minds, especially on a Monday when there's so many things that we want to get done or project out into our work week, that we're not willing to flex. We're not willing to be honest that we maybe overthought something. When we were planning out our day to day, we just overthought something and we just said, well, it's not that important. It has Aaron Wells, my co-director at Promise, says it's not that deep, right? It's within those moments that we really show the world who we are, that we're willing to adjust, we're willing to just change our minds and go in a different direction. So just for today, this weather is unpredictable. It's kind of like our morning. It's kind of like our Monday. Be willing to, in the moment, it's okay to change directions. It is okay because some of the process is about rolling with the change, seeing what's a part of that change, and reminding yourself that that it's that you got to begin. You got to begin your day. You can have a great plan, but within the plan, always have that wiggle room. Always we be willing to change directions, right? Is it raining? Do I put my raincoat on? Is it not? I'm going to leave it in the car. Better take the umbrella. Just be prepared today as your Monday rolls out, just like the weatherman told us this morning to be prepared. Be willing to leave things undone today. The non-essentials. Don't be so, I got to check everything off box today. Give yourself some grace this morning, this Monday morning. If you're a supervisor or you're over a program or you've got a job where people, come to you for direction, give you folks some grace today, right? Practice not being so strict about how the weather pattern is supposed to be in your office today, or in your work today, or out in the community, or even with your family, your children today. Today's going to be maybe a little unpredictable because of the weather. Giving yourself grace, whether it's work or your family, just knowing that some of the non-essentials can go undone today. You can change your mind around them today. You can choose to do something a little less stressful today. Give yourself grace, even if it's just for today. Go light on your to-do list. Don't be so heavy on yourself. Allow yourself the stillness. Allow yourself um, the breathing room to see what's in front of you, and then be okay with changing your mind. It's okay to do that. Trust your higher power. Be in the now. Enjoy the beauty of what's around you, whether it's raining, stormy. There's beauty if we get still long enough and look and get at peace with it. We'll see it. So just for today, I hope those are things that we can do. I know I'm going to try. I've got some things. I'm actually on vacation today, but I wanted to start. I'm not going to be on vacation from this. This is the work that I do in recovery, and sharing it with you as part of my recovery, on vacation or not. So it's just really for me anyway, right? So, and hopefully you get something out of it. But even today, as I travel, even though I'm not literally at PRN, I have some very heavy to-do list. This is a week for me of trying to pull some things together that I've been putting on the back shelf. And even this week, taking some vacation, I really have to consider, what are some of the non-essentials? What are some of the days that I had planned it really heavy, that maybe I need to change my view, change my mind, and that it will be okay if that happens, if I don't get everything done I wanted to do this week while I'm taking some days off. So wherever you are today, just consider, go easy on yourself. You don't have to roll in like a hurricane. You can be a very sweet, cool summer mist that people can see the beauty, can see the rainbows behind. You don't have to be the torrential downpour that floods everybody's minds and floods the office or floods your family with all these expectations. You can still get the same amount of work done with clicking off some of the non-essentials that we can still get hung up on. Figure out what those are and be willing to let them go, even if it's just for today. I know some of us have some heavy things to do today, some heavy burdens that you're carrying. Sit down, have some grace. Be that soft raindrop. You don't have to be the hurricane today. You don't have to accept the downpour. You can accept the rainbow after the sweet rain. That's what you can choose to take from today on this Monday, July 19th. Guys, it's been wonderful. I hope that you enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts. Not a lot was on this morning. I know it's Monday. It's dreary. It was hard to get up this morning myself. But if you go back and watch this later, please make some comments. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see them and I can comment back to you. But guys, you have a great Monday. I'm going to get some work done this morning before I head out for my day. And I hope you weather the storms and have a beautiful beginning of your work week, or the week with your family. Maybe you're going on vacation, whatever it is. Enjoy today. Be that person that can sit and not have to get everything done. And be that person who can change their mind, see the beauty in the moment, and be okay with it. Be that example today, no matter where you are. This day is all we have, just for today. Guys, thank you so much. I will see you Wednesday at 6:00 a.m. Let me know your thoughts. And we can adjust this thing. We can do different stuff. But for July, we're going to keep it at 6. We may change the time to something different. We'll just kind of look at it and see. But for today, guys, I'm Lisa Kaye with Promise Resource Network. We're open. I want you to share that with anybody that you know. Remember, we have the welcome desk. Kim Porter is always there to greet you. Jot this number down if you want some information about Promise Resource Network. Miss Kim can give that to you, or connect you to the right person that can. We also offer our warm line. This is free and confidential 24/7. These are peer support specialists that are there to hear, to listen, to share their own lived experience, to encourage you, to show that you can get through those stormy days. You can get through those hurricanes, because they did. They're living examples of hope. And so if you're going through something, need someone to talk to, it's 833-390-7728. Give the folks on the warm line a call. They're there 24/7 to help. Just know that you can trust it. And most folks come out of there feeling a lot better than they did when they called. So just keep this and pass it. Guys, hope that you'll share this on your social media for folks to watch. And you never know, there's maybe one or two nuggets in here that'll help somebody with this unpredictable stormy Monday. We'll see. Guys, this has been great, and I love you guys. I hope you have a great Monday. Um, Good morning, Miss Karen. You'll have to go back and watch. We're at the end of this thing, but thank you for coming on and telling me good morning. I hope you have a great Monday. And can get a lot done in your Monday. And please share this on your social media. And guys, I will see you back here on Wednesday at 6 a.m. And if you're not able to come on live, just know it's taped and you can watch it later. These are just ways to get your morning started, get your day started with a bang, right? But roll in this morning, not so stormy like our weather. Just roll in, maybe be that soft rain. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself the ability to change your mind about some things today. Figure out what those non-essentials are. Give your children a break today. It's Monday. It's stormy. Let them breathe a little bit. Doesn't have to be so tense today. Let yourself just kind of be. You can change your mind today. You can let things go today. It's a Monday. Give yourself some grace, even if it's just for today. Guys, it's been fun. I hope to see you on Wednesday, 6 a.m. Y'all have a great Monday. Love you.